Hello, everyone, and welcome to Classic Sitcoms Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. Before we get started, please subscribe. Thank you. Today's video is on Night Court. Some facts about Night Court. The reason I picked Night Court was because they have done a reboot of Night Court of such, and we'll talk a little bit more about that at the end. Let's take a look at what we got on them now. It was inspired by real New York City judges. New York City is one of the most creative cities, as an inspiration is all around, whether it is on the street or at a coffee shop or sitting on a bench. Night Court creator Reinhold Weege was sitting on a bench in New York with the Night Court judges when inspiration hit him. He stated in an interview in 2002 documentary TV Tales, Night Court, that he was moved by the craziness of Manhattan's Night Court. At the time of the series, New York was having a difficult time getting judges with emotional problems out of their courtroom. He was inspired and saw this as a perfect opportunity to create a series about a zany judge and quirky courtroom employees. Marsha Warfield was cast due to two illnesses. Every Night Court needs a good bailiff, such as Roz Russell, played by Marsha Warfield. She was tough as she could kick butt in bunny slippers, but she was also kind and fair. Fans can all agree Marsha Warfield was the best actor to play Night Court bailiff. But there were two bailiffs in the courtroom before Roz entered the scene. Selma Diamond and the first bailiff, and she lasted for 2 seasons before she was sadly diagnosed with lung cancer. Second bailiff was Florence Hallop, but Hallop also had to leave after only 1 season due to health concerns. This led creators to go in a different direction, and they discovered Warfield. John Larkin took himself out of the running for Emmys. District Attorney Dan managed to fight for his cases while also making the audience burst into laughter. Fans adored John Larkin, the actor who played Dan Fielding, so much so that he earned the Emmy for Best Supporting Actor in a Comedy Show 4 years in a row. His winning streak might have continued, but he actually asked for his name to be taken out of the running. Many actors would never think to take themselves out of consideration for an Emmy Award, but Larkin had his reasons, one of which as he did not want to be pigeonholed into playing a certain type of character. Christine's storyline changed due to Markie post-pregnancy. Sitcom writers have to get creative sometimes, and when an actress gets pregnant in real life, will they hide the pregnancy behind props and baggy clothes, or will they come up with the elaborate story, such as getting inseminated to have your brother's triplets? Sound familiar to Friends fans? When the writers for Night Court found out Markie post, the actress who played defense attorney Christine Sullivan, then they found out she was pregnant, they decided to take the simpler route. This was in season 7. She ends up marrying Detective Tony Giuliano and starting a family with him, even though the marriage didn't last. Hookers and Pimps were named after real people. When most people get their 15 seconds of fame on camera, they want to say hi to their loved ones, such as their close friends. Creator of hit sitcoms are no different. Reinhold Weege, the creator of Night Court, wanted to be able to say hello to his friends through his popular sitcom. What is a better way to shout out to a friend on television than by naming hookers and pimps after them? Many of the hookers and pimps who graced the Night Courtroom were named after real people as his way of saying hello to his friends on television. The series was supposed to end after 8 seasons. Sitcoms are lucky to make it to their 7th season, as many get canceled after only a couple. Very few sitcoms make it to the 8th season, let alone 9. There's a lot of creative work that goes into writing a series for a 9th season, especially when you had planned on ending it after the 8th. The team behind Night Court all felt confident that the show would end after 8 seasons, so they wrapped up the character stories as best they could. When NBC unexpectedly renewed the sitcom for a 9th season, they had to ditch most of their storylines and spend the next few episodes of season 9 undoing all the endings they wrote in season 8. Harry Anderson was a real magician. No one was more equipped to play the wacky Judge Harry T. Stone than comedian and magician Harry Anderson. Judge Harry Stone was not your average judge, as he was often causing more shenanigans than the ones on trial, most of the time with his magic tricks. Harry was perfect for this part, as he was a true magician. Long before he was ever an actor, he owned his own magic shop in Ashland, Oregon for a while, and his magician name was Harry the Hat. His magic tricks got him cast for a few episodes on Cheers, which led him to get noticed by Reinhold, who cast him as the lead role of Judge Harry T. Stone. Gomez Addams made a few appearances. Most fans wouldn't expect Night Court and the Addams Family to have anything in common, but there was an actor who appeared on both sitcoms, John Astin, who starred as Gomez Addams, the father of the Addams Family series, who also played a father on Night Court. He played Buddy Ryan, Harry's stepdad, who turned out to be his biological father, from seasons 4 to 9. But John Astin was not only Buddy Ryan, as made his first appearance on Night Court back in season 2, episode 9, Inside Harry Stone, as possible patient named Kenny. They intentionally never tackled heavy issues. Night Court never discussed serious topics or tried to make political statement, as its only goal was to make people laugh. It achieved that goal for 9 seasons. Night Court was an unbelievable, political, incorrect sitcom, and that's how they liked it. Stuart Kreisman, the executive producer, told the LA Times in 1992, "We were so politically incorrect that we would have had a cigarette sponsor if we came back next year." To even further reiterate that Night Court didn't mind being the silly sitcom with no respect from critics, John Larkin stated, "You don't do sitcoms for respect, you do them for laughs." They never got a proper ending. Everyone, including the fans, the actors, and the producers, get at least a little emotional when a long-standing beloved sitcom comes to an end, but unfortunately not every sitcom was granted their bow to their audience after their final episode. Sadly, Night Court never got a proper ending. NBC was thinking about renewing the series after its 9th season, and Warner Brothers was trying to sell it elsewhere, so they didn't want the long-running sitcom to have a definite ending in season 9. 16 years later, Night Court finally got an ending, as 30 Rock created its own Night Court finale in 2008 on the episode entitled The One with the Cast of Night Court. And now we have the new Night Court, which is starting it all over again. So there you go. That's all I have on it today. But remember, they are doing a reboot of it with Harry Stone's daughter playing as the judge, and they bring Dan Fielding back as the defense attorney instead of prosecutor. Sounds like it could be good. I can't watch it from here in the Philippines, so let me know what you guys think if you've watched it. Appreciate it. Please don't forget about classic rock and country music facts and trivia. Please subscribe while you're over there. Have a great day. God bless. Be praying for you.